Hey guys, Robert Morris here. Yeah, this podcast has nothing to do with anything but our ability to broadcast and do really cool shit without Scroogle. Just in the attempt of setting this up, my Chrome has basically died about 5 or 6 fucking times trying to get my pages together. So I'm going to be screen sharing a bunch of shit tonight and showing you guys a bunch of software that you can utilize in order to basically start broadcasting and getting shit up on your own. All different kinds of methods involved. I've been doing a lot of research and some actual successful functionality tests. I've also looked at other venues that allow for broadcasting and what have you. So anyway, there's nobody here. I don't give a flying shit because this isn't about us shooting the shit with each other. This is about learning. So anybody who wants to jump in, just ask for the panel link, and I'll bring in. If you have questions and what have you, I'm going to fire up the YouTube page so I can get back to the live chat and I can at least talk to you guys there. I've tried to do this about 5 fucking times before I hit the broadcast button and Chrome keeps shutting down. Haven't had a problem since I reinstalled my OS. By the way, I'm running Ubuntu Studio, Vivid Vervet, version 15.04. Anyway, yeah, I'm a little bit hyper, with good reason, because it's been a bunch of days. I've been itching to tell you guys, but I finally was successful in broadcasting earlier today using IceCast 2 and IDJC and Jack Audio, which is fucking amazing, to say the least. Anyhow, hang on. I'm going to start screen sharing right now. So without any further ado, let me just get to the YouTube page first. Shabba-doo, shabba-day. Mm-mm-mm. I've been trying to find solutions that work on all platforms. Some things are going to be a little, how can I say, specific to some platforms. Sorry, to some operating systems and some, people's ability to use them. However, in some aspects, whether you're a full-fledged listener or if you're technically minded and you want to do your own podcasting and what have you, I'm going to try and give you guys the tools to at least get started. And I do plan on doing about 2 or 3 videos. One is going to be on the technical aspects of the software. One's going to be like I said, when I say technical aspects, I'm talking about the software setup, the back ends, operation of the clients will be another one. And what I mean when I say clients is the client side software. And then the third one will be about the websites and the organizations that are willing to either broadcast your shit for free, or if there's memberships available or what have you. I'm going to be utilizing a couple different services, and for the next 4 or 5 weeks, I'll be testing out different types of conferencing software, whether it be audio, video, or I'm even going to bring back some old favorites, things like IRC, which probably a lot of you probably don't even know about. If you're under the age of 25, you probably don't even know what IRC Huh. Look at that. Scroogled again. Fucking Chrome crashed one more time again. Ah, I gotta love this fucking system. This is the reason why I've been driven to do this in the first goddamn place. Anyway, guys, moving forward. This might happen quite a few times tonight, and I'm using a brand new operating system, brand new install. There's no reason that this should be happening, and it hasn't been happening before. Like, why is it happening now? You ask, right? Well, I'm asking the same motherfucking question. So anyway, let's move forward here. What do we got here? Thanks, guys. Anyway, anybody who wants to join the panel, come on in. I'm gonna do some screen sharing. This is gonna be fucking rocky because I think I'm gonna crash a few more times. So anyhow, let's move forward here. All right. First thing I want to come up with and tell you guys about is the actual ability to reroute your sound. This is a big deal. This has been happening with a lot of people with YouTube, and I know it might sound a little bit of an offshoot of where I'm going, but it's actually the integral part of everything. First off, what I want to introduce is multi-platform. It works on Windows, it works on Mac, and it works on Linux as well. And it's absolutely amazing. It's called Jack Audio, and there's what's called the Jack Audio Connection Kit, which is actually Jack for short. It's kind of kind of funny, but anyway, let's go and check that out. What it allows you to do is basically create virtual streams for every single piece of software that you have, audio streams, that is. You can plug them in and plug them. You can basically take any audio stream from any program, create a virtual stream, and plug it into another input on another program or into your mixer. And this is where, you know how we have this problem where we can't seem to play videos. You have to push your fucking headphone or your speaker into your microphone to play back YouTube videos, but somehow when you're running the same YouTube, it plays the audio. That's because the sound is being driven by the software that you're running, whether it be Chrome or you could be your operating system. And a lot of this stuff is really, really, really esoteric and hard to find and hard to, manage. Anyway, using Jack, you can completely take control of that. It runs as a server. It grabs everything from the sound card and basically allows you to reroute it. You can create as many virtual inputs as you want. A lot of programs have plugins available that work with Jack, like Skype. Skype does it. Chrome does it. A lot of other programs do it, and it's actually quite amazing. Now, that being the basis of everything, there's other software, like if you're a Linux user like myself, I use what's called IDJC, and it's basically the internet DJ console. I just discovered this last week, and I've been playing around with it like quite a bit. Well, that's a change log. We don't want that. Hang on. Yes, Internet DJ console. Now it utilizes the whole Jack API and the whole system, not API rather. It uses the whole Jack backend and basically allows you. Now I'd like to load it up, but what'll happen is it'll actually take over the audio and we'll lose this mic signal. So I'm just going to talk about it first and foremost. And yeah, this is going to be like an impromptu introduction for you guys. So you guys can look all this up. You can go to the IDJC website of SourceForge. I don't believe that it's available for any other operating system other than there might be a port for Mac. I don't think it's available for Windows. However, here's where it comes. Here's where the big thing comes in. A, it's free, and there's another one if you are using Windows or Mac. There is one other one, and it's called. Hang on, let me just. No, hang on. Say free. I'm looking. No. Is it Radio DJ? I think it's called. That's free. So hang on. Yeah, radio DJ. This one here, it's free radio automation software. It does very similar to IDJC, and a lot of this works in tandem with. Let's just see what operating systems it's available for. I think this one's exclusive to Windows. Yes, it is. It's exclusive to Windows. And it got lots of plugins and a whole bit. Now you can use this as like DJ software. Here's a big one. And like if you just want to play music and pretend you're an actual DJ, this is fucking brilliant. Absolutely over the top brilliant, and works on all platforms. It's called Mix. Literally, it's a virtual DJ, but you also have inputs for mic. And if you run this through Jack, you can utilize it with things like Skype and radio DJ. You can use Skype as an alternate or auxiliary input and output, and you can have callers in and host a radio show, if you know what I'm saying. So this is absolutely fucking brilliant shit. Now, if you're going to be doing that, how are you going to stream it? You got to go to a public service. I decided to sign up with caster.net. And I don't even have headphones on, so. Just in case someone does join in. It's going to be a relatively short podcast, guys, but I wanted to get this out so you guys could start checking this shit out because it's absolutely fucking amazing. But yeah, I went to, this is actually the STSA, Save the Silly Humans caster page that I got created in the last couple of days testing this shit out. Yeah, it basically lets you have your own server on their end so that you can basically broadcast to them and they broadcast for you. Now, they use what's called IceCast, which brings us to another topic, but we'll get to that in a second. Caster FM is pretty cool. Their free accounts allow up to 400 listeners, and for like $30 a month, you can have unlimited listeners and then a whole whack of other features and stuff. There's a lot of cool shit that they allow, and you can basically anything that comes out of your computer sound system gets broadcasted through their stream, and that means utilizing these other pieces of software that I've been talking about. You can basically have full control over your own show and rebroadcast it anywhere, because with a tool like you have other streaming software that I'm about to talk about, and if you use that, you can have listeners on that. You can rebroadcast and relay that shit too. So I mean, you're not just limited to one choice. You can rebroadcast to multiple streams. So anyway, that said, where we are here. But I highly recommend checking out Caster. They're pretty good. There's also going into the next topic, which is streaming software. If you want to stream from your own computer, then there's a couple of other free choices. One is icecast.org. Another good one is Shoutcast, which they're basically the same technology. Shoutcast and IceCast are very, very similar. In fact, they're almost completely identical, just separate. Well, they're just separately driven as far as the entities that write them are concerned, but they're pretty much based on the same principle and almost the same functionality. But you go to shoutcast.com. They'll actually rebroadcast your Shoutcast streams. They'll even rebroadcast your IceCast streams as well, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, if you go to the icecast.org site, I think the streams are hosted by ziff.org. And look at this. Basically, once you get set up, you put yourself on a public list. You can broadcast nowhere, but it'll put you on the list, and then people can just link to your computer. Now, remember that bandwidth is an issue. If you're broadcasting out and you get people connected to your server, if you have a slow connection and you get a lot of people connected, and it's going to basically deter, which is why I showed you guys like caster.fm in the first place, was because if you broadcast to one person, it gets relayed, then it's going to be a lot easier on your bandwidth issues. Jason Hicks. Showcast was Winamp at one time. True. Actually, I remember about 5 years ago, I was using the original implementation of Shoutcast with Winamp, and I was broadcasting to all of my PCs in my house. And I use that inside my house. So yeah, you're right. Actually, they were part of the same. I think they separated. I think they might still be the same. I'm not sure. I have to go and look into that. It'd be interesting. But yeah, going on, moving forward. I'm just going through the live chat. As people are saying, finally back to that. As you can see, hang on, I'm just sharing for a second here. Does anybody have any questions? Would like to say hi to everybody in the live chat. I've been busy as a motherfucker for the last few days trying to figure shit out, get things set up, and trying to get away from being Scroogled and trying to find us other alternatives. Now, thanks to some haggling here and a couple of friends here that have helped me out. I managed to create a stream with Skype and was able to get Skype to get redirected into Jack Audio, have, a conversation be broadcast through Icecast. Yeah, let's go to Icecast, actually. Where are we here? Let me share that. I like Icecast for the simple reason that A, it's free, just like Outcast. But Icecast also uses the Og Vorbis protocol. Well, not protocol, it uses its encoding technology as opposed to MP3, which, as you know, for a free service, MP3 is technically a proprietary service and not so free. Og Vorbis also has slightly better sound at lower bit rates. Now that's getting a little bit technical, and it's neither here nor there. But nonetheless, though, Icecast 2, actually not Icecast 2 is the newer implementation, but it's still pretty cool. Hang on, I'm going to open up another. I'm just going to steal the YouTube window here. There we go. I can see the live chat. All right, cool. Now, see here. Yes, Jason, Ustream is an option. Check them out recently. Yeah, actually, let's go check out Ustream. Yeah, Ustream is a good option, but see, I was trying to find a good balance between free services. See that? Look at that. You get been there. I was trying to find a decent balance between free services, paid services, and people who just want to basically so they're advertising through you. Now, obviously, if your service has to use some form of advertising, a paid service, I guess Ustream was probably good, but they don't offer anybody much for starting out. They do a free trial, everything product, like you got pro broadcasting, and pricing. We'll check out what they have. I'm not sharing right freaking window. Probably not. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I am. Okay, cool. Sorry, guys. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so you have free trial, but that's just to suck you in. So yeah, whatever. What you got? Oh, I didn't read fine print here. Test drive all pro features now with no commitment. Access pro features. Choose a paid plan or revert to a basic ad supported free account after 30 days. Well, okay, ad supported. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I guess I take that back. Probably a decent But I mean, that's they give you the world for 30 days and they take it away from you again if if you don't have any money, like some of us, most of us, like me. Anyway, um, let's see what else do we got here. I mean, monthly plans from $100 to $1,000. These are the pro plans. And then you got plans that start $2,000 a month. I mean, these are some pretty heavy fucking prices, if you ask me. It's kind of retarded. I mean, yeah, why don't you get your own? Why don't you just buy your own server and plug it into a friggin' internet provider and then just have at it and do it yourself for that kind of fucking money? I mean, you know, that's just me though. I mean, that's my attitude. Now, there's other things I'm looking into, guys. One is using IceCast, and I mentioned this for a reason, because if we take things like Outcast or IceCast or both, we can use both. What did I tell you? Jesus crying aloud. Okay. These fucking cunts. Anyway, yeah, what a pain in the ass. All right, let's get back to where we were. All right. Let's just minimize that son of a bitch. Okay, like I said, guys, this might happen a few times. I just got kind of terminated again. But just got to start resharing again. Fuck. Really? Ooh, what a pain in the ass. That was weird. Sorry, guys. Kind of weird little glitch there in the matrix. My bad. Anyway, where was it? All right, so yeah, going back to IceCast. What I was gonna get onto was the fact that we can rebroadcast to each other, guys. One person has a podcast, have multiple listeners. Those multiple listeners can relay those to other listeners and other services like caster.fm. You can act as a waypoint or relay, and we can literally create a network of podcasting or of casting, period. Depending on your level of expertise or skill or, whatever it is you want to do, this is where we are with this. We can do this ourselves. And the other people that don't want anything extra listen, guess what? You got something to listen to, and you have multiple places to go to. What I'm offering now is basically, as we test out different conferencing software and different things, what we're going to do is start creating basically some kind of a list of nodes, I guess, people who are going to want to do the broadcasting or relaying, and what we're going to do is have addresses of endpoints for other people like listeners can go to. So if one's full, then you go to another. I found a free service, which is absolutely free, but you get up to 30 listeners. Well, I mean, if you get 5 people sharing one podcast, now you got 150. Now you just do the math. It's pretty fucking simple. Aside from that, you got other services like Caster FM, which is free. Yeah, you have like 400. So I mean, like if 2 or 3 people relay the same podcast to 3 different accounts, now you got 1,200. Like it's very, very simple math. I mean, it's very easy for us to get the crowd that we need simply. I mean, it's very, very simple. Now, moving forward from there, there's lots of other software I've been looking into. Things like Uber Conference. There's Open Meeting, which is actually more video related. It's an audio video conferencing software. Actually, I believe the Apache team has taken that over now, and so Apache, if those who aren't aware of server technology and shit, Apache is basically what 90% of every fucking website that you go to is what they're hosted on, is an Apache system. That's also, by the way, open source. Anybody can download Apache and run a web server from home if they have a fast enough internet connection. But anyway, a lot of people are probably not aware of that. There's lots of solutions, guys. There are tons of solutions out there. We live in a day and age right now of lazy fucking people, because we don't want to install software. We want everything in one fucking place at one fucking time, one click away, one fucking click solutions. That's why I went out of business fucking 6 years ago, is because people want one click solutions to build a website. So I went out of fucking business. Well, I didn't get taken out of business. I decided not fucking play games anymore. I was like, fuck this bullshit. Anyway, yeah, let's stop being fucking lazy people. Seriously. Let's take control of this fucking shit ourselves. Stop letting these cocksuckers fucking rule our fucking existence, period. And stop providing a platform for bullshit to start taking place. Because I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sure a lot of you are sick of it. Am I right? Yeah. So, incredibly short podcast. I'm going to end there. I'm going to follow up. I'm going to do about 2 or 3 more videos. I won't be recording them tonight. I will be doing them throughout the week. One is going to cover the technical aspects of setting up your streams. Another one is going to be going into the different software you can use for conferencing on different platforms, and running your own show, and and hosting. There's also DJ automation. I will leave you with something else that I found, which is quite brilliant. Let me open a new tab here. I'm going to share one more time. And I'm also going to supply a link for you guys as well in the show notes after this is done. There it is. And then I did bookmark this fucker. Whoops. Came across a website called Half Public Radio. He actually does talk about icecast.org. Oh, hang on, present everybody. Okay, yeah, I talked about icecast.org, but there's also broadcast using this tool, which is another application for basically sending your shoutcast and an icecast stream somewhere. And then there's IDJC, which I talked about. There's another one called Liquid Soap. If you're into programming and scripting, you can actually script and program your own streams. It's a little bit technical. Airtime, which is another open source scheduling and remote station management program. There's Rivendell Audio, which is absolutely amazing. Fuck off, phone. Anyway, yeah, Rivendell now comes in 2 flavors. You can download the source code and install it on your own Linux machine. And they also have basically a 10.04 Ubuntu flavored version of Linux with Rivendell, and it's absolutely awesome automated fucking radio station on a CD. It supports touch surfaces and the whole bit, so that you can basically run everything from a dedicated machine. It all works in tandem with other networked machines, so you can actually have different workstations, and they all work together. That's for an automated system. There's a lot more out there, guys, than what we're used to, and I want everybody to start exploring these things because it's absolutely necessary that we do. We have to get off this fucking bullshit platform, period, and fuck Scroogle. On that note, guys, I want you all to take care of each other, and be cool. Peace.